Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. I know you've heard about what transpired soon after Rigathi Gachagua left the ACK church in NYERI town. There was some kind word has it that police were there to try to quell tension the moment goons attempted to disrupt Rigathi Gachagua's speech. Now guess what? The story that is surfacing is that someone must have mobilized these goons, and based on the posting, it is someone from Mathira constituency. Now, I want to take you through two tweets. There's a tweet that WAMBUGU shared when Rigathi Gachagua was still in church, because I want us to establish who could have been responsible for this mayhem. First, let me take you through a tweet that WAMBUGU shared. But first of all, before we get there, kindly take this opportunity to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for your support. Now, WAMBUGU tweeted something that about a plan. And I want to take you through this tweet because we all know that NGUNJIRI WAMBUGU is a former NYERI MP, and he shared something on his X that alleged that goons were aligned to disrupt Gachagua's speech outside the ACK church. Let me just take you through the tweet. This is what he said. So there are goons outside our church mobilized from Mathira to vuruga His Excellency Rigathi akitoka consecration ya Bishop Mureithi at ACK Cathedral, NYERI Town MP. Another one of those weird ideas to fight Rigiji that build him up even more. So that's a statement from NGUNJIRI WAMBUGU, and he shared it on his X. There's also something that was shared here that that was the work of NYERI MP simply because Gachagua was attending. Now we all know that Duncan Mathenge Maina is the MP there, the NYERI Town MP, after unseating NGUNJIRI WAMBUGU, who was formerly in Jubilee. But of course we know NGUNJIRI WAMBUGU wants to bounce back, and based on the politics of NYERI Town, looks like NGUNJIRI WAMBUGU might host the current MP there, who is Duncan Mathenge. Now let's get back to Rigathi Gachagua. Now, how did WAMBUGU or NGUNJIRI WAMBUGU know about this attack on Rigathi? Is NGUNJIRI on the side of Rigathi, or is NGUNJIRI on the side of Ruto? Which side is NGUNJIRI in? Because he tells us something here that goons were paraded outside. And indeed, if you look at the video that was shared shortly after Rigathi Gachagua had left the church, there was some commotion there. And that is explained in this video. Just watch this video. Very well. In that video, there are scenes of commotion, and word has it that police were deployed. All this were to try to, contain the commotion and maybe get Rigathi Gachagua to safety. Now, this is not the first time. I remember last week when, again, Rigathi had attended an ACK church during an event similar to what happened, during an event similar to this one, whereby there was also consecration. Now, in that event also, because Rigathi had been denied a chance to speak, and Kalonzo was in attendance, the plan was that once they get outside that church, they would give a press conference. But again, they were met with chants of Ruto. For those of you who followed that event, you must have seen that. Now, in this scenario, Again, after Rigathi Gachagua being denied a chance to speak during that church session, again, a similar scenario takes place. But this time round, it is in his own home county. So the big question here that we like to ask is, who sponsored these goons? I mean, do you think it is Duncan Madenge? Or is it NGUNJIRI, NGUNJIRI WAMBUGU? Who is responsible for this mayhem? We all know that NYERI Town MP, NGUNJIRI is going to battle it out with Madenge, who is the current MP there. Now, because of that reality, most likely, hapa kuna ile kuchafuana majina, huyu ametuma, huyu ametuma. It could be that NGUNJIRI is the one who sent these goons and painted a picture that it is Madenge. Or maybe it is Madenge who sent these goons, and because a tweet had been shared there, he knew that this was going to be linked to NGUNJIRI. So it is NGUNJIRI and Madenge and Duncan Madenge who are responsible here. Do you think that is the case? I'm not sure that it's the case, but I know that there is someone behind the scene who is pulling the strings here when it comes to goons. This is not the first time I saw a similar scenario. Was it in Kirinyaga, Maniwapi? But there was another event that Rigathi attended, na kuna such kind of commotion. So these are things that we witnessed last year. The moment Rigathi Gachagua had left office, and whenever it go to burials, there would be commotions and all over. These things would happen. So what NGUNJIRI is telling us in the streets is that these are the things that made Rigathi Gachagua powerful. Because of that reason, they are repeating the similar scenario. And this is coming at a time whereby Ruto is expected to tour Mount Kenya, a tour that has been dubbed very, very expensive. But it's going to benefit the people of Mount Kenya because Ruto since he appears to be interested in votes in Mount Kenya, is going to dish out many projects. And this is going to make other regions again feel like they were given, peanuts. That's going to happen. But going by what is happening right now, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening there, it seems the ground is being prepared for Ruto's visit. But looks like it's going to be chaotic, or most likely Ruto is going to skip that event because itamletea aibu I'm foreseeing that scenario where could be a lot of heckling. If this is what is happening, whereby goons are being deployed to opponents' events, then most likely goons might be deployed kwa event ya Ruto. If they are deployed kwa event ya Ruto, what's going to happen? There will be a lot of embarrassment. But we have seen Ruto lately, yeye huo ni kama ajali, hata ukiheckle ufanye nini ya ajali. He's one of those people ambao ameonyesha kwamba even whether you call him names, I've seen people now stop calling him El Chapo because he quickly embraced that name. And because he embraced that name haraka hivyo, it has people saizi ni kama wameacha kumuita majina. So ladies and gentlemen, just go below in the comment section and tell us whether you think that heckling or the commotion there just outside the ACK church was as a result of NGUNJIRI WAMBUGU ama Duncan Madenge. Who was responsible, ladies and gentlemen? So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.